Stephanie Walton, and today I am at the George Ranch Historical Park in Richmond, Texas, where Texas history comes to life. Today, we will be looking at the Tiger elective, Stories and Shapes. We will be looking at the second requirement, which requires us to look at some pictures in art. So today, we're going to compare some of those pictures in art with things we see at the ranch. So come along and let's see what we've got today. And thank you for joining me at the Polly Ryan house here at the George Ranch. I have found a painting here that has lots of women, and they are outside working. And you know what? I just happened to find Miss Polly working in her garden. Let's invite Miss Polly over to talk to us as well. Miss Polly, could you join us? How are you? I'm great today. How are you doing? Doing wonderful. It sure is hot out here. It's a little warm. Oh my goodness. You know, I see these ladies working in this painting here, and they have their sleeves down just like you. How can you possibly work in this Texas heat with your sleeves down?
Actually, these sleeves help us stay cool. So one thing when I have guests come out and visit me and they ask me the same question is I have them stand out in the sun and then roll one sleeve up while leaving one down. Stand for a moment and then see which one is hotter. Is it going to be your sleeved or your unsleeved? And it's always the unsleeved because the sun is beating down on it, also making your sweat evaporate on your skin, which makes you feel hotter.
That's a great point, right? We never have guessed that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So in this painting also, it's all women that are working. Is that common out here?
Very much so. Everyone gets to work when it's time for harvesting anything. There's no exceptions.
Wow. And Miss Polly, when I interrupted her, she was harvesting something as well. What were you working on?
I was picking tomatoes from our giant tomato bush.
Oh my goodness, these are awesome. Look at these tomatoes, they're fantastic. These ladies here in this painting by Camille Pissarro are actually gathering hay. So they are working out in this heat, gathering hay with their long sleeves on. It's amazing that the artist can capture the realism in this painting, just like it is out here at the George Ranch. Here we are at Dry Creek at George Ranch. I have found a painting by Claude Monet that kind of reminds me of this space as well. Claude Monet, over a period of 25 years, enjoyed painting the pond that was in his backyard in France. And so in this painting, you can see lots of blues and greens and water lilies all over this location. Here in Texas at Dry Creek, our water is a little bit different color. It's more in the brown tones, but that's what we get as it comes through this channel here. So as we look at this, Claude Monet painted with quick dabs of paint to get his idea across. And then he would come back and he would add the details later on. He would find all the details in his scenery around him to add into each individual painting, which makes them all unique and different. Here we have a famous American painting called American Gothic. It is painted by the artist Grant Woods. He took the style and called it American Gothic based off of the house, which is the style of Carpenter Gothic. He actually used two people he knew very well as the models for his painting. He used his sister and his favorite dentist as the models. So out here at the George Ranch, we have Uncle Bob. I found him here at the sharecropper. Uncle Bob, can you tell me a little bit about the sharecrop home out here and maybe what kids do out here?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a lot of hard work out here, okay? You're up first thing in the morning when the rooster crowed, and you're working all day long, just till about the sun goes down. I got, well, pretty similar to the picture there, isn't it? With my pitchfork right here, you know, among many other tools that I would have out here on the farm. Your number one cash crop 100 years ago is the same each a day, cotton and corn. Now, I do have some pigs and chickens back there, and farming and harvesting my own corn, that would have been great for chickens and pigs because I didn't have the money to go to the feed store. So you're up first thing in the morning and you work together as a family. Everybody had chores. Kids know what a chore is? You keep your room clean? That's what a chore is. But out here you might be feeding the chickens, you might be feeding the pigs, you might be helping with the cooking, because you're making dinner first thing in the morning when you're eating breakfast, okay? 3 meals a day from scratch. You didn't have supermarkets back in those days. So everybody had designated chores, even the real little ones. If you're about 5 or 6 years old, you're out working in the garden probably, pulling weeds and making sure that everything's growing real nice.
Well, in this painting here, it shows that he's all dressed up all fancy. Why do you think he's dressed up all fancy? Do you dress up all fancy like that?
Well, somebody's going to take my picture.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely, right?
Or somebody's going to paint my picture. But normally this is what I wear because, like I said, first thing in the morning I'm up and I'm working all day long and I'm getting dirty.
Oh my goodness.
Now, maybe on Sunday, day of rest, I might dress up and look a little bit more pretty than I do today.
Well, one of the features in this painting, like you said with the pitchfork, shows the 3 angles that point straight up, which is mimicked in the windows and in those overalls, just like you have on. So I think it's quite applicable to have both of this painting out here at the ranch and to meet with you today, Uncle Bob.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep.
We are here in the kitchen at the Jones farm, and we have a painting here by Frederick G Cottman. It's called One of the Family. And if you notice in this painting, they have a family seated around a small table, but they have an unexpected guest peeking through their window. Their pet horse is right there eating, and nobody seems to even notice it. So with me I have Mr. Jones here in his house. And he seems to have a strange little pet here too. What do you have, Mr. Jones?
Well, this is one of our chickens. Her name is Mike. Say hi, Mike. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. And, well, Mike likes to supply all the eggs for our family. The problem is that as we're eating breakfast, lunch, or even dinner, Mike here likes to come up and sneak and grab some of our food from even right off of our plates, right in front of us.
Oh my gosh, so it's like the painting has come to life.
Exactly, and this happens every single day.
All the time.
All the time.
So this British artist, he captured the life of a farm family at their kitchen table. And we're in your kitchen here at the farm, and it's kind of warm in here. Is this where you normally eat?
Well, we do like to cook and eat in here quite often, but if it's a pretty day, we like to go outside and have a picnic.
That's great. And this has a bunch of kids sitting at the table. This house, I've heard, housed lots of kids.
They had 12 children
my
inside
gosh.
this tiny little cabin.
So there you go. Art is mimicking the farm life that we see here at the George Ranch. I mean, how perfect is that? And we've got our chicken here, which is the pet at the ranch. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
You're very welcome.
And Mike.
You're fine.
Wasn't that a great day? We want to be sure to thank our friends at the George Ranch Historical Park for letting us come explore today. We want to thank Mr. Jones, Miss Polly, Uncle Bob, and all of our other friends for letting us visit their homesteads. So, as you are looking at artwork, I want you to look very closely at the details and see how the everyday things in your life could become part of your artwork. I can't wait to see you for our next adventure. Bye!